23-year-old Adam Bird is behind bars after allegedly murdering his 22-year-old girlfriend Jade Alyssa Alvarez just days after he robbed a store at gunpoint. At around 6:30 a.m. on the 6th of April, a patrolling officer in the 1000 block of Capitol Avenue in San Antonio, Texas, found Jade's lifeless body with multiple gunshot wounds. Days later, on the 11th of April, authorities interviewed a woman who was with Jade the night before the fatal shooting. She told police that Jade had been dating Adam. She said that Jade had been talking to Adam on the phone, and that Adam asked for her to be dropped off at Capitol Avenue, where she was found dead hours later. The woman identified Adam from a photo provided by police. Records revealed that Adam had an active Bexar County arrest warrant for aggravated robbery on the 1st of April. On the 12th of April, Adam was taken into custody on the robbery warrant, and was also interviewed about the homicide. During questioning, Adam allegedly admitted to fatally shooting Jade after she said she didn't want to have a baby with him. Adam also said that the handgun he used in the robbery was the same weapon he used to kill Jade. In addition to 2 counts of aggravated robbery, Adam is charged with murder. He's held at the Bexar County Jail with his bond set at $250,000. Jade graduated from high school in 2018 and worked in the food industry. She planned to attend college this year. She's survived by a 3-year-old son, Jeremiah Rodriguez, and the boy's father, Angelo Rodriguez. The investigation into the matter continues. 26-year-old Twan Dixon is behind bars in a triple shooting that killed 1 person and injured 2 others during the week. At just after midnight on Friday the 14th of April, authorities responded to the Fast Stop truck stop at 3901 West Airline Highway in Reserve, Louisiana on reports of shots fired. When officers arrived, they discovered the body of 26-year-old Henry Jamal Melicon Jr. of Mount Airy with multiple gunshot wounds to his body, laying on the ground in front of the store in the parking lot. Henry was pronounced dead at the scene. Nearby officers located 2 other victims, a 24-year-old man from Reserve and a 25-year-old woman from St. Rose. Both were taken to a local hospital for treatment. The woman suffered a graze wound to her head, and the man was shot in the leg and remains in a critical condition. Authorities said that Twan of Garyville turned himself in and confessed to the shooting. He was arrested and charged with manslaughter and 2 counts of aggravated second-degree battery. The motive in the shooting is unclear, as the investigation into the matter continues. 20-year-old Marco Jaquez is behind bars after allegedly killing 29-year-old Jesse Ray Rogers at the Cleveland Municipal Airport in Texas. At 8:44 a.m. on Thursday the 13th of April, Jesse, a maintenance worker for the Lone Star Aviation Services at the airport, was shot and police were contacted. When officers arrived, they found Jesse deceased laying face down on the ground with gunshot wounds. Police spoke to multiple witnesses and learned that Jesse and another man were talking near an airport hangar next to the runway when they were approached by Marco, a former employee of the company who quit 4 months earlier. Marco approached Jesse while holding a shotgun, and the 2 got into an argument. Jesse demanded that he get into his car, and Jesse refused. Marco then shot Jesse multiple times at close range, striking him in the chest and face. He then drove away in his 2016 silver Nissan 4-door sedan. At 12:14 p.m, Marco was arrested after his vehicle was stopped outside his home in Eagle Lake. He was taken back to Cleveland and charged with capital murder. Captain Scott Phelps from the Cleveland Police Department said, "We're still trying to determine why the suspect returned to his old workplace. The investigation into the matter continues." 40-year-old Michael Aaron Matthews is behind bars and is accused of fatally shooting his wife. At just after 9 p.m. on Friday the 14th of April, authorities responded to a home at 103 Seagrove Place in Morrisville, North Carolina on reports of a domestic disturbance. When officers arrived, they entered the premises and found 33-year-old Nabaruna Kamakar dead from 2 gunshot wounds, which authorities said were fired by her husband Michael. Michael was arrested and charged with murder. He's held at the Morrisville jail without bond, and he's set to have his first court appearance on Monday. The couple married on the 1st of December 2019. Nabaruna was a senior operations research specialist at SAS, where she worked for 4 years. She was a graduate at North Carolina State University, where she earned a master's degree in industrial engineering and a PhD in philosophy. Authorities said the motive in the shooting is unclear, as the investigation into the matter continues.